everyone. Welcome to ABC Interactive English.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Mike. And it's part 2 of It's Showtime. It's Showtime. I didn't write words today.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
really
okay.
sorry.
We still just kind of, I can't dance
People
anyway.
remember. They know it's Catherine and Steven, and they're going to the movies, right? You guys remember. They were going to go see a monster movie.
Yes.
Right? And so I think just as we left them yesterday, they were off to buy their snacks. What is your what snack do you need when you go to see a movie?
The big treat for me, besides the popcorn again, that's like, the whole family would share popcorn.
You said
but then,
salty popcorn.
Yes, salty and buttery.
Yeah.
But then our parents would let us each pick out a snack, and my go-to was sour watermelon.
Me too! I like the Sour Kids.
Oh,
they're just called, they're a different
Sour
flavor.
Patch Kids.
Very swan, right?
Yeah.
Very sour. I like that.
I think it's the same brand, but then they have it shaped like a watermelon.
But the problem is, when you eat those sour candies, by the end of the movie, your mouth is
and your tongue hurts. Ugh.
And your tongue hurts. But it's delicious, and it's a treat, and it's for the movie, so why not? Today they're going to be seeing actually a 3D movie.
Ooh.
Yeah, this monster movie is 3D. Do you like the 3D movies?
I think they're okay. Sometimes I feel a little sick when I watch them, but
Really?
but for the most
Moving
part,
around?
yeah, for the most
okay.
part they're pretty cool. I watched Avatar in 3D, and that was pretty cool.
That was probably one of the better ones. And I think we're waiting for Avatar Part 2 coming out sometime very soon, I believe. I wonder if that will be 3D as well.
Oh, they kind of have to make it 3D, don't you think?
But also there have been fewer 3D movies recently.
That's true.
Right? I remember seeing some of the older Avengers movies and stuff in 3D. I'm not sure they're still doing it. So that'll be something interesting. I think I would see it because 3D in the movie theater can be great for the right movie. But anyways, we're going to find out about all of this and more in part B of It's Showtime. They've got some popcorn now. It's Showtime. Let's check out a dialogue and da-da-da-da-da-da.
You had words that time.
I had kind of words. Catherine and Steven are talking to an usher.
Here are your 3D glasses for the movie. Please be careful with them.
We never used them before. How should we handle them?
Only hold the glasses by the frame and take care not to touch the lenses.
All right, so yes, Catherine and Steven, I can imagine they've got their tickets in one hand, they got their popcorn and their snacks. They're on their way into the movie theater, and I feel confident saying that because we read Catherine and Steven are talking to an usher. And if you're talking to an usher, you're probably going into the movie theater because the usher will probably be the person who takes your tickets, looks at your ticket, says, oh, this is theater number 4, go down there. Or when you get to the right theater, they might open the door for you. They might even have a light and they can show you where your seats are. So the usher kind of helps you find your seats, helps you get comfortable, takes care of things inside the movie theater. And here, of course, the usher has another special job. As we read at the beginning of our dialogue, the usher says, here are your 3D glasses for the movie. Yeah, if any of you have seen a 3D movie, you know that they give you the glasses just before you go into the theater. They might tell you how to wear them. They'll have a big box there. So he's giving the glasses to Catherine and Steven. And as he hands them over, he also says, please be careful with them because, they're glasses and they want them back. And the next group of people have to use them. They're not yours to take home. So they want you to be careful with them. Don't break them.
Yeah,
basically.
and I think I was trying to think and remember the last time that I watched a 3D movie because they've definitely improved over time. Because I remember a long time ago they were just, little paper glasses with little not even lenses, just like I don't know,
like a
styrofoam
plastic.
or whatever.
When they were blue and red,
Right, yeah.
and it was a little weird. But now they're a bit more like proper sunglasses or something.
So then you definitely want to be more careful with them
Right.
because they're probably more expensive to replace.
True,
And then Catherine responds to the usher and says, "We never used them before. How should we handle them?" And so she's again referencing these glasses, talking about the glasses, and so she's talking to the usher and she's like, "I don't know what to do with these glasses and how to be careful or what to do and how to handle them." And she uses this word handle, and in this way it means to how you are holding them, how you're caring for them, how you are being careful and all this kind of stuff to handle something. So if you're handling glasses, you need to be careful because they're fragile and might break. And if you're handling maybe like a baby or a little kitten or something like that, you also need to be careful because if you handle them too roughly, too tough, then you might hurt them. So this type of handle is how are you using your hands to control or to use or pick up that thing. So you need to be, in this case, you need to be careful so you don't break the glasses.
That's right. You might actually see this word on the side of a box. If someone sends something to you, like something like glasses or something that can break, it might say handle with care or be careful handling it. Don't shake it, don't throw it up in the air, don't drop it. Do things with your hands in a careful kind of way. So the usher goes on to explain how to handle the glasses, how to make sure you use them and move them in your hands without doing anything wrong. The usher says, only hold the glasses by the frame. Well, this makes sense for all glasses. Only hold the edges of the glasses. Don't actually touch the glass, the part you look through, or as he says, and take care not to touch the lenses. The lenses, this is the glass, this is the part that you look through. Of course, you'll get your fingerprints on it, you might break them. The same with any glasses, right? Hold the frame, the edges, around the outsides, but don't actually touch the glass.
Yes, and so we had this word hold, which is a verb, and when you hold something, you use your hands to pick it up and keep it off the ground, so you're holding it. In this case, you're holding the glasses. So it's a very common word. You hold lots of things. You can hold hold like your backpack, or your backpack can hold your lunch, things like that. So it means to carry or to use your hands to pick up this thing and carry it around. So
exactly. And if you want to handle your glasses carefully, hold the frame. The frame, as I explained, is basically the other parts of the glasses that aren't the lenses, that aren't the glass you look through. We use frame to kind of talk about sort of like a skeleton. Our body has a skeleton, the bones. That's kind of the frame of our body, and muscles and skin are attached to that. Another frame you guys might be familiar with is a bicycle frame. If you take the wheels off your bicycle and you just have that metal part that kind of looks like two triangles stuck together, that's the frame of the bicycle. Or, of course, a picture frame or a window frame, that's the edges. The picture goes in the middle, the glass goes in the middle of the frame. So the frame kind of holds the other things together and gives the thing a shape. All right, we also had this word touch.
Yes, and so this was our last vocabulary word in this, and touch, I think everybody kind of knows. It just means to use your hand or finger or whatever and put it on that thing. So you're touching it. And so in this case, he's touching me.
I'm sorry, do you not want
I don't like to be touched.
Oh, I won't touch you.
No, but in this case, they talked about the lenses. They said don't touch the lenses because you might get fingerprints on them. You might break them. You might do something like that. So they just touch.
Yeah, I don't touch my glasses because then I have to clean my glasses. That's no good.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break and then we'll be back with more about the trip to the movie theater. She's touching me. Oh my gosh, she's touching me. I'm so excited.
What do we do if they don't work correctly? We check all our 3D glasses before the shows, so it's rare for that to happen.
But what if it does?
Then bring your 3D glasses back to us and we'll replace them.
Okay, thanks for explaining that to us.
Okay, we are back, and Stephen and Catherine are still getting their 3D glasses from the usher, and they're also getting some instructions and asking some questions about how to use the glasses. And actually, Stephen has a question right now. He asks the usher, what do we do if they don't work correctly? So he's kind of like, what if we get in, we're careful with the glasses, we put them on, but the movie starts and we're not getting the 3D picture, you know? So what if the glasses are broken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know exactly how a 3D glass could be broken.
I guess it could be
cracked.
scratched or something.
Maybe.
But yeah, you're right. It's just glasses, so either they're broken or they're not. But anyways, it's a good question.
Yeah, and so then the usher responds, we check all our 3D glasses before the shows, so it's rare for that to happen. Which I think I kind of agree with. I can't imagine, honestly, unless they're visibly cracked, I don't see how 3D glasses could not work.
It's true, but people do strange things, and they could get broken in strange ways. But you're right. I think absolutely it would be rare for that kind of thing to happen. Normally they will work 99% of the time. The glasses are fine, but that 1%, that percent is rare, because something rare is very, very unusual. It's very strange. You almost never see something like that. Like, what if it started to snow in the middle of the summer? That would be really rare. That could happen one time 40 years ago. My grandfather told me about it, or something like that. It's very unusual. It almost never happens. And so it's kind of special, but also it's also very surprising and strange because it's so rare.
Yes, and we see this word a lot also when we talk about animals and say how it's rare to see certain animals out in the wild now that some of them have lower numbers than before. So if you ever got to see a tiger out in the wild, then you might be considered lucky because it might be kind of a rare sighting.
Pretty rare.
Yeah, but so then Catherine is still a little concerned, and so she's like, but what if it does? So again, meaning, so what if there is still a problem? What should I do?
That's right. You don't want to sit there through half of the movie not enjoying the 3D experience. So the usher explains, then bring your 3D glasses back to us and we'll replace them. So that's no problem. If there's something wrong with the glasses, bring them back to us and we will give you a new pair that's not broken.
Yes.
That makes sense. Anyway, so Stephen seems happy with that. He says, okay, thanks for explaining that to us. And we can imagine now they turn and walk off to the movie theater.
Yes, and so then we had this word replace in there. The usher said, I will replace them. So when you replace something, especially as used in this way, it means something was broken and you need to get a new one. So the glasses are broken, so we will replace them and we'll give you another one in the place of that broken piece.
Awesome.
So same thing, anything that breaks, you might say you need to replace that thing. And I don't know, maybe you dropped your plate. Okay, it's no problem. We'll replace it.
And you have to replace the food on the plate too.
Hopefully.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I hate replacing my phone every few years.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sometimes you break it, sometimes you lose it, sometimes it just gets so old, you gotta buy a new one. Maybe a slightly different one, but a new one to do the same job. That would be the one to replace it. All right, well, before they replace us with other people, we're gonna have to say goodbye. Goodbye, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow for part C of our great movie experience, part 3C, C3, ABC, 1, 2, 3, part 3 of our great movie experience. Don't confuse me. With Catherine and Stephen.
Yes.
That's right. We're going to get replaced, aren't we?
Oh, boy.
All right. See ya. Bye. Catherine and Stephen are talking to an usher.
Here are your 3D glasses for the movie. Please be careful with them.
We never used them before. How should we handle them?
Only hold the glasses by the frame and take care not to touch the lenses.
What do we do if they don't work correctly?
We check all our 3D glasses before the shows, so it's rare for that to happen.
But what if it does?
Then bring your 3D glasses back to us and we'll replace them.
Okay, thanks for explaining that to us.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这一课的重点单字。第一个 handle， 它是一个动词，表示操作、处理。He doesn't know how to handle the machine. 他不知道该如何操作这台机器。它除了这个意思之外，它还有负责、处理、应付的意思。If you can't handle the job, I'll get somebody else to do it. 如果你做不了这项工作，我会让别人来做。下一个单字 hold， 它也是一个动词，表示拿或者是握。它的动词三态是 hold, held, held. Can you hold the bag while I open the door? 我开门时，你能帮我拿一下包包吗？那 hold 常常会跟 up 一起做一个片语，它有支撑、承受的意思。The roof is held up by the pillars. 屋顶由柱子支撑着。Pillar 是一个名词，柱子。下一个单字 touch， 它是一个动词，表示触摸、触碰。Please don't touch any of my stuff while I'm away. 我不在的时候，请不要碰我的东西。下一个单字 rare， 它是一个形容词，罕见的、少有的。The woman died of a rare disease. 这名妇女死于一种罕见的疾病。Rare disease， 罕见疾病。接下来我们来看一下重点文法。第一个文法 Here is something， 这里有某个东西。注意一下这里的 be 动词和名词需要倒装哦。我们来看一下这个例句 Here is your bill, sir. 先生，这是您的账单。我们来看下一个文法 Be careful with something， 小心对待某个东西。Careful 是形容词，表示小心的、谨慎的。课文当中提到 Take care not to do something， 表示小心别做某件事情哦。Take care 是小心、注意的意思。Please be careful with your fingers when using the paper shredder。使用碎纸机时，请小心你的手。Paper shredder 叫做碎纸机。接着我们来看一个否定的例句 Please take care not to leave anything behind。请小心别丢下任何东西了。下一个文法 What if 加主词加上一个动词，表示要是怎么办呢？ What if 表示万一、要是，多用于假设的情况。What if the bus is late？ 万一公车误点的话，该怎么办呢？以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Ian.
And I'm Matt.
And today we're playing a game called Word Drop, where we each have different words or phrases on these 3 index cards that we've never seen before, and we're going to try to casually work them into conversation.
Okay.
Yeah? You want to start?
So I'll start the conversation? Okay. Let's see. Okay. I remember once when I was a kid, I was at the supermarket with my mom, and I guess I was a little bit away from my mother in the supermarket, so I wasn't that close to her, and sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I was next to my mom at one point, and I reached up to hold her hand, but when I looked up, it was a different person.
Oh, okay. Wow. No, that's happened to me before too. I've actually done that with like romantic partners too. Like you think it's like your boyfriend, you're like, oh, who is this? But speaking of the supermarket, I used to love grocery shopping with my mom when I was younger as well. Did you guys ever have fruit roll-ups in Canada? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember like reaching up to the grocery aisle and like touching the boxes. Strawberry, cherry, grape.
Oh, okay. So I used to like those kinds of snacks. And yeah, I used to always my mom used to give me like, fruit roll-ups and lots of other like candy like snacks.
Oh.
Remember one day I didn't have a snack in my lunch, and I completely couldn't handle it.
You must have been an easy child to deal with. You couldn't handle not having a snack. Do you remember, I don't know if when you were growing up, did you also have lunch boxes, like the metal lunch boxes? That was really popular. I don't know, like the metal, I don't know if we had plastic, but like as I was like in college, like those metal lunch boxes kind of came back. And then my friend bought me this really cool one. It was like some cartoon character, but it was a really rare cartoon character. And I like that metal lunchbox.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, I think if you had something important like rare cartoon metal lunchbox, you want to keep it safe, so you really need to be careful with it.
Be careful with my rare metal lunchbox.
If it's rare.
It's very true.
You don't want to damage it.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't want to damage it. Yeah, going with the rare metal lunchbox that I have, I would put lots of food inside of it, like when I went somewhere like camping or whatever. And then once I gave it to my friend and I was like, here is our food for the camping trip.
Here's our food, okay. Wow.
It was a very, very short camping trip.
Oh, just one metal lunchbox full.
See you next time!